Kofi, I've been here for the past 5 years. I've been coming and going. I love how you guys have treated me. I love how I feel connected to you. In here, my blackness isn't enough, and I always want to be here over and over again. But I got confused. Kofi, if you guys love us as you say, why then do you have to sell us? If we love you as we say, why? Asin Manso slave market and the riverside. My name is Kofi Amini, and I'm going to be your tour guide. But before we start with the tour, we will be observing a minute of silence for all our brothers and sisters who lost their lives during the trade, on the Middle Passage, through segregation, through discrimination, through racism, and through police brutality. Yes. After which I would say, may their souls rest in perfect peace. And all of us here will respond by saying Ashe, which means may it come to pass. So please can we all observe a minute of silence. May the souls of our ancestors rest in perfect peace. Ashe. One day, after a spiritual tour, one of my sisters from the diaspora came closer to me and whispered in my ear that, Kofi, there's a question that I would love to ask you. My spirit tells me that you are the only one that could answer such question. And I got scared. Because why would I be the only one to answer? Right. This lady was so much into it that she said, I have to answer that question. And the question that she asked me, I'm sure you also know about that question. The question is this. Kofi, I've been here for the past 5 years. I've been coming and going. I love how you guys have treated me. I love how I feel connected to you. In here, my blackness isn't enough, and I always want to be here over and over again. But I got confused. Kofi, if you guys love us as you say, why then do you have to sell us? If we love you as we say, why do we have to sell you? And it started at the door of no return. That was where our names were first changed. And we're given names that are of no use. They took our identity because they never wanted us to come together. Yeah. But our ancestors kept their spirituality in them, and they gave it out to us. Today you come over here and you see me praying, and I'm pouring some drink on the floor. And you do it to my homie, you pour it to the ground. Yeah. That is how spiritually genetic coded that we are. Our ancestors were so stronger spiritually that they couldn't break the spiritual bond in our ancestors. So they said, no, this time we're going to fight their children. Yeah. Yeah. And they took us through a journey of epigenetics. A journey to change our minds, for us to think about of ourselves what we are not. Because today, you go to the state, And you see somebody like me who prefer to be called Black American, but not African American.
Right.
But Peter Touch, a musician, said it so well. Don't matter the nationality. As long as you are a black person, you are an African.
Exactly.
Today, we cannot sit and observe our oppressors and enslavers to continue writing their story about us. We have to write our history. And in doing so, we have to start changing the narrative. Words are very powerful. Words, when you take it for lightly, it will play a trick on you. That is why they put it on that door, the door of no return. That door needs to be changed now to the door of return. But the question is, how will we do that? That is why, as you can see in our ancestral graveyard, we have the mortal remains of our two great ancestors. Madame Krista from Kingston, Jamaica, representing the Caribbeans, and Samuel Carson from the New York, US of A, representing the Americans. These were two identified enslaved persons, and their job was to open the door for all of us to come home. So on the 31st day of July 1998, they re-entered the country through the infamous door of no return at Cape Coast Dungeons. Immediately they came out from that door, all forts and castles in Ghana as the door changed to the door of return, spiritually and symbolically, to bring you back home. And when that door was changed, this group of our ancestors gave us a prophecy. And they said, let's wait, because the prophecy is already closer. I was surprised because I didn't know which prophecy was that. But you know that the prophecy has been fulfilled. The first documented slave ship landed in Virginia, Jamestown in 1619. 1619 to 2019. When you do the maths, it is 400 years. Do you know that the Bible has said that about you? When you read Genesis chapter 15, verse 13 to 14, it is right there. To paraphrase it, it said, you're going to be enslaved in a country that is not yours for 400 years. Then after the 400 years, that country that did that to you would I, the Lord, judge. And you are going to come out with all the substance, all the work, and all the power. It's happened in 2019. It's happened in 2019 because the world wanted us to take what belongs to us. So before you get what belongs to you, we all have to go back to factory reset. The world also have to follow suit and go back to factory reset, so that all of us will start the journey all over together again. And I guess it's happened in 2019. Today, it's happened. That was when the COVID came.
COVID came.
All of us will do. Even the world came back. You also. So you come home not just to listen and cry. No, your coming here is more spiritual, and that is why you are home. So when you are here, we always say we unlearn first before we learn. So that is why I'm putting all this. I could even have decided not to do so because it is. But I'm doing so because you coming home, you have to know more about who you are, how your ancestors were, how they treated people, so that in order to start my talk, you would understand. Then secondly, the land that you're working on is a very important and special land for me. You know why it is? It is because Asin Manso in this community. Asin means persons in transit. So history has it that, yes, majority of us that formed this community were captives who managed to escape. But because we did not know how to return to wherever we were captured, we formed part of this community. So I always say, whenever you want to search and know where you are coming from, the first place to start your search is Asin Manso. Because there's a likelihood that one of your descendants will survive and form part of this community. This area in the slave market has been identified to have been the slave cemetery. So the cemetery is where it has been confined all the way to the river. So if you could remember, when you were coming through the main gate looks very short. So most of you came through like this. So unconsciously, you already paid your response to your life. It is the land of my ancestors. If I don't treat the land of my ancestors this and right, you don't expect a politician to do that for me. So I treat the land right because it is with them that we survive. They have options, remember, they have options to take off all their lives. And if all of them did, so your coming here, it's not just a journey to see, it is a spiritual journey. That is why they don't want you to be open. Because I don't need to tell you all the issues. The little that I could tell you, the land would respond, and the land will tell you more you need to know.
That's true.
So whenever we come over here, we are not here to put something different in your life. No. We are here to always pray and bless you.